The Eternal Love of Sigurd and Brynhild. The story is brought to you by Hubblesby Stories. Rise of Sigurd. From the moment of Sigurd's birth, the threads of fate were already in Odin's hands. The All-Father, with his one eye ever watchful over the realms, saw in Sigurd a pawn, a hero destined for greatness, but also a tool for the gods' designs. Raised by the cunning dwarf regent, Sigurd's path to slaying the dragon Fafnir was not just a test of strength, but a step in a larger scheme, one that would lead Sigurd to his greatest challenge, the heart of the Valkyrie, Brynhild. Sigurd's victory. Armed with Gram, a sword regent forged from the shards of his ancestors' blades, Sigurd set out to slay Fafnir. The battle was brutal. Fafnir, a creature of immense size and power, lashed out with fire and rage. But Sigurd's strength proved greater. He plunged Gram deep into Fafnir's heart, slaying the dragon. As Sigurd bathed in the dragon's blood, he was granted the power to understand the whispers of birds. They warned him of betrayal, but Sigurd, proud and valiant, ignored the signs. Odin's secret. Brynhild, the fierce Valkyrie, had once defied Odin. She had chosen to spare a mortal king, against the will of the gods. For her disobedience, Odin cast her into a deep sleep, surrounded by a ring of fire. It was not merely punishment, it was a test. Odin knew only the bravest man could awaken her. When Sigurd braved the flames and kissed Brynhild, their fates were sealed. Odin, always calculating, saw their love as a tool. A greater conflict could be created, and Sigurd would soon fall. After Sigurd and Brynhild pledged their love, Odin moved to destroy them. He sent a vision to Gunnar, a noble king, whispering of Brynhild's beauty and the power she would bring to his throne. But Gunnar could not cross the flames that surrounded her fortress. Odin appeared to Gunnar in the guise of a wanderer, offering a deal. If Gunnar sought Sigurd's help, he could claim Brynhild as his queen. Gunnar, blinded by ambition, agreed, setting Sigurd on a path of inevitable betrayal. Call of Odin. With Odin's magic, Sigurd took on Gunnar's guise and crossed the flames once more. Brynhild believed she was pledging herself to Gunnar, and they wed in a ceremony marked by deceit. After the wedding, doubt gnawed at Brynhild. She felt Sigurd's presence in Gunnar's shadow, yet her heart was bound to another. Odin's whispers stirred her suspicions. As days passed, Brynhild began to suspect that her true love was not the man beside her. It was Sigurd's soul she still longed for. The truth. Brynhild, torn between confusion and anger, uncovered the truth. It was Sigurd who had crossed the flames in Gunnar's place, Sigurd who had deceived her to help a friend. The realization shattered her. In fury, she confronted Sigurd. "How could you do this to me?" she demanded. Sigurd's heart ached, but he had no easy answer. "I was bound by an oath to my friend," he said, his voice heavy with guilt. "But my heart has always been yours." Brynhild's trust was broken, and her rage grew. Brynhild could not hear Sigurd's words. Odin's manipulation had poisoned her heart, fueling her anger. She turned to Gunnar, revealing the deception. Together, they plotted Sigurd's death. Odin, watching from afar, saw his plan come to fruition. Sigurd, still unaware of the growing treachery, lived with honor, defending his realm and serving his king. But fate, shaped by Odin's hand, crept ever closer. Soon, Sigurd's life would be claimed by those he loved most, just as Odin intended. Betrayal and death. One night, as Sigurd slept, Gunnar's men struck. The whispers of the birds, once warning Sigurd of betrayal, returned to him in his final moments. But it was too late. A spear pierced his chest, and the great hero fell, betrayed not by his enemies, but by his closest friends. Odin watched, satisfied that Sigurd, the pawn in his game, had met his tragic fate. Sigurd's blood soaked the ground, marking the end of the greatest warrior who had ever lived, destroyed by the hands of those he loved. Grief and guilt. News of Sigurd's death reached Brynhild, and her heart broke. The revenge she had sought tasted bitter. She had destroyed the man she loved. Unable to bear the guilt, she took her own life beside Sigurd's body. Her last breath was a whisper of his name. Odin's manipulation had worked perfectly. He had orchestrated their downfall from the start. But even in death, Brynhild found no peace, only the crushing weight of her choices and the eternal silence of her lost love. The reunion. In death, Sigurd and Brynhild were finally reunited, their souls bound together in Valhalla. Odin may have torn them apart in life, but in the halls of the fallen, where no god could reach them, their love endured. Their story became legend, a reminder of the devastating power of betrayal and manipulation, and of love's enduring strength, even in the face of death. Odin's plan succeeded, but Sigurd and Brynhild's love transcended even his machinations, proving that not even gods could control the human heart. The eternal love of Sigurd and Brynhild ends. If you enjoyed the story, share the story with your friends. Subscribe to Hubblesby Stories. We appreciate your comments, likes, sharing Hubblesby Stories with your friends, and as a whole your entire time spent with us. We believe we could make you happy with our Hubblesby Stories. See you again with another story by Hubblesby Stories.